Fátima Bosch, the queen who breaks the mold. I used to be afraid of being publicly shamed, but not anymore. Miss Universe let us get to know her most authentic personality, the same one that led her to break the mold of beauty pageants and win the crown. Her name became impossible to ignore. Fátima Bosch became a topic of conversation because of what she represents, because of the discomfort caused by a woman reacting to situations of abuse of power, and because of what she brought to the table. In a very personal meeting with her at Casa Rosa Polanco and Showroom, Protocolo, she spoke to us about the weight of her victory, the social causes on which she will focus her efforts, and how she positions herself before the world with the crown on her head. Although the Tabasco native was always among the favorites of the 120 contestants in the beauty pageant, the world's attention turned to her when she showed her authenticity and set clear boundaries during the competition. Whether consciously or not, she has become a role model for new generations who are observing how female leadership is being built in real time. Fátima Bosch is no longer afraid of criticism. Fátima, thank you for giving us this opportunity. Your victory thrilled all of Mexico. What is the greatest responsibility of wearing the Miss Universe crown? More than wearing the crown, which is indeed spectacular and very beautiful, it's the purpose behind this platform. Being able to help those who need it most is a great responsibility. It's a commitment and a daily discipline to achieve the goals you set for yourself. As a woman, what causes do you want to champion now that you're on a global platform? Since I was 14, I've worked in a hospital with children who have cancer. I've been doing this for 10 years now, and for me, it's one of the most important causes. I've also worked on monarch butterfly conservation migration issues, and in general, what I'm most passionate about is philanthropy. I can't single out just one cause because so many things touch my heart, like animal welfare. I believe this crown is a bridge to connect with realities, learn from them, and contribute what I can to those who need it most. We've seen that you're a woman of faith. Were you ever sure you would win? I think no one is ever truly certain of anything in life. But you can be certain of the discipline, time, effort, and dedication you put into things. I have complete faith in God, but I also know that He allows things to happen or not happen for a reason, even if we don't understand it at the time. I was very focused and confident that I was giving it my all. So, if it happened, it was because God wanted that path to open up so I could fulfill my purpose. And if it didn't happen, I was at peace because I gave it my all, and it's always for a greater good. You're very close to your family. What was the best advice you received? I've received a lot of advice because they're always there supporting me. But the advice that resonated with me the most was from my mom: be yourself. Stereotypes and advice about how pageants work don't matter. Be true to yourself because that's where your beauty lies. Although there were many constraints on how to behave, what to say, when to speak or remain silent, I always followed my heart and what I believed was right. I think that's why I'm here today. Many say you're breaking the mold of beauty queens. Do you see yourself that way? I see myself as a real woman. I've never believed in prefabricated characters. I wouldn't want to give girls the message that they have to be perfect to be enough. We're not robots. Yes, there are rules and protocols, but there should always be this part of being yourself, of being natural. We live in a society full of stereotypes about how a woman should be, and we end up being copies. There's no mold. Only you decide who you are and what you give to the world. What part of your story resonated most with the audience and the jury? Showing my true self without fear of criticism. It's scary to be yourself in a world that demands perfection. I think my story of resilience, the consistency between what I do and what I say, and my commitment to the causes of my purpose also resonated. What was the most challenging moment during the competition? Every day was a new challenge. From doing my own hair and makeup, in my daily life I'd only used mascara and lip gloss, to learning runway walking and public speaking. The first day, I applied my false eyelashes wrong and stuck the top ones to the bottom ones. I had 5 minutes to get out of there. But every day was like that, a new challenge. I woke up thinking, one day at a time. It's amazing because you discover what you're capable of and you step outside your comfort zone. Are they being evaluated all the time during the competition? All the time. From 5 in the morning, they're watching if you greet people, how do you speak, how do you treat others. They don't just evaluate the runway walk. They want to know who they're going to be working with for a whole year. It's very psychological and emotional. Did you make friends, the kind that will stay with you forever? Yes, so many. One of the best things was living together. We played, sang, cried, gossiped, and gave each other advice. Even though we came from different cultures, we were all fighting for a dream. It was the most beautiful thing. Did you experience true sisterhood within the competition? Yes, absolutely. At Miss Universe, we all helped each other. If someone didn't understand something, another would help her, saying things like, "I'll lend you some information, explain it to you, support you." I experienced it that way, and it was incredible. After experiencing so many cultures, what do you value most about Mexico? Mexico is magical. You don't just visit it, you feel it. We are very close-knit, driven by love, and true to our roots. I miss that warmth, the food, the hug from a stranger. What are you passionate about outside the world of beauty? Superficial beauty doesn't fascinate me. I believe beauty is a combination of many things. You can see something beautiful, but it has to make you feel something that lasts in your heart. I enjoy reading, painting, playing tennis, horseback riding, meditating, swimming, and attending classical music and ballet concerts. Anything that brings peace in a world that demands constant haste. What kind of music do you listen to? Luis Miguel has always been my favorite. I love R&B Didi Cafanes, Sabrina Carpenter, and Raul Alejandro. I like a little bit of everything. How would you like to be remembered after your reign? As a real approachable woman who used her year to leave a positive mark that continues to resonate even though she's no longer on stage. What are you afraid of? I used to be afraid of being publicly shamed, but not anymore. I feel that what scares human beings the most is social criticism and what other people will think. It never bothered me in my life because you can't give someone else the power to define your worth. You can't put your value at the mercy of others. And then it happened to me, and it's fine. You get out of there, all dolled up and everything. Is it true that beauty queens can't have boyfriends? There's no rule. It's a myth. In my case, I decided to stay single so I wouldn't get distracted, because with that schedule, it's very difficult. But it's a personal decision. What qualities should someone have who wants to win me over? That they love God, that they share my values, are respectful, protective, thoughtful, visionary, and resourceful. That they love me just as I am, with all my moods. I'm very old school. Flowers, chivalry, and authenticity. Do you dream of getting married and having children? Yes, I want a princess wedding and I want to have 4 children and 2 dogs. I've always loved babies. Regarding the boundaries you set during the competition, what would you say to those who doubt your authenticity? Nothing. I believe the facts speak louder than anything I could say. How did you experience the welcome in Tabasco? It was an overwhelming affection that filled my heart. Letters, candles, beautiful words. That's what you take away from it. To conclude, what message would you give to women about setting boundaries? Respect is non-negotiable. No matter who you are or how far you go, your dignity is paramount. For too long, it has been normalized for women to remain silent, and that's not right. Women's voices matter and can be asserted with grace and respect.